Good Sunday morning, Atlanta Falcon fans. It's your boy Berto, your host of 95 North Falcons Talk Show, man. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Sunday morning. Beautiful in more ways than none, man. It's game day, man. It's game day. All the wait is over. Our boys take the field at 1 o'clock today, man. So, with that, there's a couple things that I'm going to be looking at, specifically two X factors that I'm going to give you guys for this Sunday's matchup versus the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to give you one on offense, one on defense. Let's start with the offense. Very talented roster we have on hand with the offense. Of course, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Mack Hollins, Drake London, Jonnu Smith, Kyle Pitts. My X factor for the offense is gonna be Jonnu Smith. Why Jonnu Smith? I think a lot of the focus is gonna be on the guys on the perimeter with Drake London and Mack Hollins, and of course Kyle Pitts. You know, Carolina might shift their focus on stopping Kyle Pitts, but Kyle Pitts is coming back from an injury, man, and he's got to get his footing a little bit more under him, and he's playing with no restrictions, so that's a great sign. So he's gonna be all systems go. With that, I think too much focus is going to be put on those guys in the run game. It's going to leave a guy like Jonnu Smith in a lot of favorable matchups, man. Jonnu Smith spent the last 2 years with the New England Patriots, man, and wasn't really that great, man. He hadn't topped over 300 yards receiving in each of the 2 years, and only accounting for one touchdown. In 2020, he had his best statistical year, over 400 yards and 8 touchdowns. That's the Jonnu Smith I expect to be on the field this Sunday. That playmaking, tight end for Arthur Smith, then and now. I believe that Jonnu Smith will be the first one to have a touchdown for our Atlanta Falcons. I'm going out on a limb and say he'll have 8 catches for 90 yards and really make an impact and open up the offense for all the other weapons on the perimeter, the run game, Kyle Pitts, including Kyle Pitts. So Jonnu Smith is going to be my X factor for the offense, man. I just like the way he plays the tight end position. He reminds me a lot of Ben Watson from back in the day, man. Ben Watson was a physical receiving threat at the tight end position, and Jonnu Smith offers that same trait, man. Very physical, very good at the point of catch, very good after the ball, very tough to bring down. You know, he's 6'2", 6'3", well over 250 pounds, man. So he's a load to bring down, and I think Arthur Smith he's gonna dial up something nice for him to find his footing and continue the success that he had when they were together in Tennessee. So that's my X factor for the offense. Now let's go defense. Defense, the Falcons have retooled and reshaped this entire defense, man. I know Jeff Okudah is going to be out, but, add Jesse Bates, add Caden Ellis, add David Onyemata, Calais Campbell, and this defense is really cooking, man. But my X factor for this defense is going to be our mainstay on that defensive line, Grady Jarrett, man. Grady Jarrett had a great season last year for defensive tackles, 61 tackles, 6 sacks. Now he has some running mates with him on this defensive line. Last year he really did it on his own. I mean, he had Anthony Rush with him at the beginning of the year, but then they released him. He had Matt Dickerson was on that defensive line. Timothy Horn was on that defensive line. He did have Taquan Grant for a little bit, but Taquan Grant unfortunately got hurt and was out for the rest of the year. He played with a mixed bag of pieces. Now he has a more steady presence with Calais Campbell and David Onyemata on each one of his sides. So I feel like the focus will be on trying to neutralize those other guys. And again, it's going to leave Grady with some favorable matchups. Can Carolina, switch it up and put the focus on Grady? There's a possibility. But this defense has more pieces on it now, so it's going to make it tough to, hone in on just one guy and eliminate one guy. We have so many other playmakers. So Grady is going to have a lot of favorable matchups. And from what I understand, too, Carolina has a rookie at right guard. So I expect the Falcons to, really abuse that side and show that rookie hello and welcome to the NFL moment with the presence of Grady Jarrett. I think he's going to be the game record in today's game. I give him 2 sacks and about 6 tackles, man. He's going to be very active today on that defensive line. So, folks, those are my X factors for today's game. This is your boy Berto, your host of 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Please drop those comments. Join the conversation. Let me know what you guys think as far as who are your X factors for today's game versus the Carolina Panthers. Let me hear the offense. Let me hear the defense. If this is your first time to the platform, I welcome you. And in welcoming you, I ask that you please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And folks, please don't forget, tune in immediately after the show, post game. Myself and Antoine Smitty-Smith will be dialing it up, giving you our best insight on all of today's action. That's at 4:30, and you can catch that exclusively on the 95 North Falcons Talk Show. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so you won't want to miss that. Until then, be safe, enjoy the game, rise up, peace.